But to answer the question, I think for me, I think my personality is very observant, off the bat. And I think I am like a bit of a people person. And I think I know how to like, just like talk to people, like and like ask questions and like be really almost like observe more than actually speak. But it's like the entire process, it starts from the very beginning. So if a client reaches out, it's not just like, hey, cool, you reach out, here's my pricing. I'm like, no, if you like want to work with me, like I want to know who you guys are, and I want you guys to get the opportunity to know what I'm all about, and then allow that to play a role in your decision-making process. And so they'll reach out, and then I'll invite them onto a call, and we'll have like a FaceTime or like a Zoom call, and I ask them questions about their relationship, and like as I'm asking them questions about the relationship, the wedding vision, how they met, all that good stuff, I'm actually like writing notes down, and so like I want to make sure that I can keep track of the conversation. Yeah. And so if they're giving me vibes like they're just like really high energy, like I'm writing that down. If they're just giving me vibes that they're more like low key and laid back, and they just want to like have their favorite people around, like I'm writing all these things down.
Interesting. So even things that you're noticing about them, they maybe aren't saying. They're just
he's just observing them.
Just observing how they talk, like who's leading. You know what I mean? What their energy is like. Do they seem more introverted, more extroverted? You know, and just like writing it down and kind of like again, like it is fascinating to me. Like there are clients that maybe didn't book me, but I still have like notes about the relationship and like, the conversation. And so I guess that's one part of it. If they decide to move forward, and then we'll connect on social media. And then so now I'm seeing like how they're posting, like how they're interacting, what they're all about, like what type of songs that they're putting on their their Instagram stories or whatever the case is. I'm keeping track of that, and then a month before their wedding day, I'll send them like a pre-wedding questionnaire. Just to make sure we're on the same page again. It's almost like a refresher as well. Yeah. So like, hey, how'd you guys meet? Tell me one more time. Like, what are you guys most looking forward to for the wedding day? What songs do you absolutely love? What songs do you not like? And so I don't allow them to like choose the songs for their videos, but it's like everything in the entire process is 100% inspired by them. That's cool. Yeah. And so when I create the film and I sit down and like, and even on the wedding day, like I'm thinking about like what vibes I was getting on the day. Yeah. Was it more upbeat? Yeah. Was it more chill? Yeah. Was it more just like, low key? And like I'm keeping track of that.
Is it totally chaotic?
Exactly. No. And you'll see that in the video. Like, yeah. I've had some weird ones, but
oh, dude, I can't wait.
Let's hear some stories.
Go off camera. I think Jason and I talked recently about one. The majority of them are incredible. Shout out to my couples. You guys are great.
Yeah. But also just like that is an interesting element. The day of it can go a lot of different ways. And it may not. Which yours
is
great.
Incredible.
It was amazing. September. We thought it was going to be 100 degrees. It was like 65 degrees.
Oh, come on.
Dude,
it's like barely 65 degrees now.
It was a vibe. Best day, whatever. But I could also see, like, despite what the couples want, there's things that you can't always plan. And like that can affect the whole mood of the day.
100%. And it's like I keep track of everything. And so I guess when I start the editing process now, like I go back and I think about everything, and I go back to the note. I go back to like the pre-wedding questionnaire. I think about the wedding day, and like even like the song that they had for their first dance. Like that's gonna really help me to inspire the direction I go with their film. But it's like now when I get the chance to actually create their film, my goal is to create a film that's reflective of them. And so I don't walk into it like, hey, this is a Jordan Jeanty Studios production. It's like, no, this is like what Grand and Alley are all about. Right. Like let me find music that like speaks to them, you know? And also
you're like here to serve in a sense.
100%. 100%.
And almost tell the story that they're just being. Because it's like authentic in that sense.
Yeah, story of them. And it's not about me. It's like there are going to be elements that's going to go from, video to video, but it's like 100% inspired.
That's cool.